How's it going, Alberto? Max, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
First things first, actually, I just want to dive right into talking about Down South and the video and song that just came out. I love the song. I think it's some of the best work you guys have done yet. I was like really blown away with the visuals and the video and stuff too. Can you talk a little bit about where the idea for the video, mixing the video style with the song came from?
Yeah, so basically, obviously, the pandemic and the lockdown rules had something to do with it. Just in terms of like getting everything organized for a video shoot was very difficult. Like an in-person thing. Like for our first two music videos, like we had like a big crew. We had a long day of shooting, and we take everything like we do everything professionally, and so it was hard to do that with the lockdown. So we just decided, let's shoot, footage on our iPhones together and turn it into an animated music video. And which was something that I had always wanted to do since I was young, like to do animation. It just, and that was like the perfect opportunity. We just felt like it was something different too that we could do.
Did you animate the video yourself?
I had an animator.
Okay.
I worked with an animator, yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go on.
Sorry.
Oh no. What were you
yeah, it was. I mean, as I understand it, I wasn't involved in the process, but I know that. So Alberto, you edited it and directed it, right?
Yeah, like we shot all the footage, and I edited everything all together. I had an editor help me out as well. And what we did is we rotoscoped all the footage, and we put it all together in like a black and white kind of minimalist, modern looking style. At first, like we were looking at like having some color in there, but then when we all saw like how it looked like black and white, like it looked really cool. So we just continued going in that direction.
No, it makes sense. It's a really cool stylistic choice, honestly, and makes the video kind of pop more, honestly.
Thanks.
It also just like brings kind of grittier energy to the video as a whole that kind of fits with the song, I feel like, more anyways. Yeah, what was the inspiration behind the song and Down South and the lyrics?
I suppose that's my department. It's really about like it's kind of the classic theme of moving, basically. Both in motion and in life. So leaving everything behind and moving on, whether that be emotionally or physically. In my case, it was kind of emotionally and physically, because I just moved to Canada from the UK, so it was kind of about that, really. But other things as well. My lyrics are always sort of multifaceted. So it's sometimes like a stream of consciousness. So like it's moving on a theme. But yeah. So that's I think so. The phrase "down south" is kind of just like that kind of archetypal. I'm changing things. I'm going down south.
Yeah.
We were writing the song. We felt like, oh my God, this is such like a cool song to drive to.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So we're just like, where would we drive to? We would drive down south, like.
There's a romantic idea of going down south or something.
Going down south, yeah, exactly. That old blues trope. It's like, we thought we would do our own take on that kind of like a driving song.
Yeah.
So like the main lyrics, I burned down my old things. It's like starting again.
Yeah, 100%.
And originally, the video we wanted to do we had to drive down south too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Video.
That's too bad you guys weren't able to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of like the early concepts. Like, let's just all pick up and drive downtown and shoot like a documentary style like music video that showcases us. But
yeah. It didn't really come to. Yeah, it didn't really. Other plans kind of came up there. Yeah. Well, I guess I kind of skipped ahead here. I really, I'm interested to know how you guys came to meet, actually, and how you how you came to form the Unfound originally. How long ago did you all meet each other?
Well, right now we're in our 5th year.
Okay.
And
Oh, shit.
first I met Jeremy on the drummer on Craigslist. Actually, he had a post. He had a post up looking. He wanted to play keyboards, and I was looking for bandmates, and so I just hit him up, and we fell in love, like with like together, like with Rush, and that's like our favorite band, so we just hit it off right away.
Oh, that's nice.
And then in our first meeting, Matt came along, his brother, as the bass player, and Jeremy decided, like, I'll play drums instead. But he was a drummer like his whole life as well. So we were a trio, and we were looking for a singer. Months and months of trying to find the right guy, and about 3-4 months, and we were like losing hope a bit. But then suddenly, like, at my old job, I went out for lunch with a few people, and Ben was there, and I had never spoken to Ben like until then, and we were having pho, and I just hear him talking to a coworker, and he's like, "Yeah, I was a singer in a band in the UK when I was back in the UK," and I just like stopped the conversation. I was like, "Okay, wait, you were." I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, okay, send me your stuff. Like, let's get together."
Yeah.
That was the first thing I probably ever said to him.
That's amazing. Yeah. So just right away, just hit.
Yeah, we all got together, and it was just like magic. Like, the chemistry was there like right away, and and then we were formed.
That's amazing. I could definitely hear the Rush influence too. It's definitely like some like strong bass lines and stuff like that I like. Yeah, I'm really really big.
Yeah.
How did you guys all met? Just like as a bands often do, just kind of people coming together liking the same music. How did you decide on how you were going to write songs and your style, and how did you make that decision?
I'm not sure if we even decided.
No.
It was like an extremely organic process.
Yeah.
Which I think makes our style quite, what's the word? Varied.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I think it's definitely become a bit more like solidified in the last like 2 years. Because I came from a slightly different background, so like I certainly didn't have as much Rush in my repertoire as I do now.
Got him into it.
I came from like a hard rock, indie rock kind of background, so there was a kind of fusion there of ideas. So like, in the way that we write, it's very much one person generally brings an idea to the table, and then we all build around it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So we don't generally have like whole songs ever, do we? That get brought to the table, and we don't really have a principal songwriter.
Usually just a riff, like, and we just jam it out.
Yeah. So down
we
south started with the riff.
Gotcha.
We usually start like every practice. We start off with like a 15-20 minute jam where we just warm up, and I'll bring a riff. Ben will bring a riff. Matt will bring a riff, or Jeremy will bring an idea. Like, in this jam that we just start off, we don't like discuss. We just plug in and we start playing.
Gotcha.
And sometimes we'll start with a riff, and we'll just keep going on developing. Maybe in the middle of our jam, I'll come up with a different riff in there and a different idea, and we have everything recorded. So after that, we just listen to it like, oh, that was cool, and we'll just develop it.
That's really cool.
Down south was like an extent. There was about an hour long jam.
Yeah.
Like an instrumental, basically. And I remember being at work and not working, just listening to the jam, and going, oh yeah, that bit's, just basically like getting out a notepad and listening to the jam, and then writing down at the minute mark for cool parts, and then going back afterwards and going, okay, these parts are cool, let's bring those together. And I mean, I personally, like, I generally write most of the lyrics, but I find it hard to like write songs just on my own. So I really like enjoy the synergy, the creative process in a group. It's great, like what you can come up with when everyone's minds come together.
Yeah, and organically like that, where you're just kind of building off of each other's like energy that you're bringing to the studio. That's really cool stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool to hear that you guys, just really kind of just jam out and then kind of build it out of like a very like, I don't know, natural creative process like that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess there are a lot of bands that still do that, but it feels kind of like old school. It feels more old school, honestly, like in a way that I like.
Yeah,
I think it is a bit more old school.
Yeah.
There are a lot of bands that they have like the principal songwriter. I mean, like, or two like principal songwriters, but it's definitely not that usual anymore, I don't think.
So if you were telling someone that had never listened to you before, and you were trying to get them into your sound and the sound that you guys were bringing, what song do you think that you would pick out for them in particular, and like why?
Like
I mean, I would pick Down South.
Yeah.
Down South, yeah.
The songs, like Ben said, that our songwriting is very like varied in terms of like our song, and I feel like the songs that we've been releasing are like in order of like our journey of like discovering those sounds.
Interesting.
Like sooner or later at the beginning it's like a very simple, straightforward, like anthemic chord.
Power chords, yeah.
Monochrome was like more like, we're getting into like our darker
But definitely very Rush influence, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down South is like a blend of both, I guess, because it has like that Rush influence with like the hard rock, and then our stuff coming up, the next one, for example, is like a lot more like heavier, and so I feel like Down South would be like the good one to start off with.
Yeah, especially going forward here now too. Matthew, do you have one too, Matthew? I don't know if you wanted to answer.
I picked Down South too because it's like Alberto said, it's a blend of both, and like it's a good one to start off with.
Yeah, it definitely is. No, I've been showing it to people, and people have been pretty into it. Do you feel like that is the direction that you're going to be continuing to take the band, is kind of in that sound? Because it's not like it's like completely different, or like, oh man, I can't believe that this is the same band that did Sooner or Later. But like, do you want to continue to be varied, or do you guys want to focus more in on one sound?
No, we like to continue to be varied, I feel like, but still like in that alternative rock, hard rock sound.
It's always going to be like heavy guitars, like a kind of dark kind of palette, for lack of a better word. But not too varied that like the audience just doesn't know what the heck we are. but also we don't want to like basically like pick a sound from like the Spotify top 100 hard rock songs and go, oh yeah, that's us, and then just tailor it towards that, because that's not who we are. We go where the wind takes us in terms of our inspiration at the time. Maybe we'll work with a producer or something in the future that might be able to, they might have an idea about like what a particular sound. A lot of bands do that, and we would, we've just been working with Dave Traina from The Damn Truth.
Okay.
For our upcoming record, and he definitely helped us with kind of coming up with quite a tight sound for our next couple of songs. So I'm rambling now.
No, you're fine. You're all good. It's all good. Well, can you guys talk about your upcoming album a bit more? I'd love to hear more about that.
Yeah, so we have right before the pandemic hit, like literally the weekend of like the buzz of like, okay, this thing is around, it's happening, and we weren't even sure if we could go into the studio, but we were like, let's go. We recorded 2 songs. and they're ready to go, but the pandemic just like stopped everything after that, and we still have like a good 3-4 songs left to record for the album of songs that we've had in our pocket for like 3 years now.
Yeah, we've been playing shows like for years with like all these songs, and it's just like for whatever reason well, COVID is a big reason, but like it's been taking a long time to get it done, but we're getting there.
Our plan, like from the beginning, we wanted to do single by single release, like to like put focus on every single song, and obviously that takes more time, and when there's delays in that long time already, like but we're planning to release like an LP of all these songs that we've had and that we've been working on, that we've been playing them live for like the past 4 years.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys are dying to get them out now. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any plans to tour around, or do any kind of any tour like that, I guess, coming up here?
Right now, the focus is to finish recording these songs that we have, and because touring takes up a lot of time and planning, and so, but once we have everything released, we're definitely gonna look on the tours and the shows, and we've already done a tour of like Ontario for Sooner or Later, and that was just like a week, 5 or 6 shows like in about a week, and just like that was like it was a big undertaking. It was really cool.
I'm sure. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty big thing still. What do you guys? So like I think that's pretty much most of the music questions I have. Just I would love to. What do you guys like to do just outside of play with the Unfound? What's your? Do you guys have personal interests? You guys have to be doing other things, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, Alberto is actually a filmmaker by trade.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm a filmmaker, so I do that full time.
Nice.
Yeah, I love movies. I love music. I love Pokemon cards.
Oh man, you should be friends with my friend here in the office. He's selling Pokemon cards right now too. Yeah, like
I just sold some cards before.
He's investing in it like it's Beanie Babies in the 90s. Ben, Matthew, I will. Ben, you said, are you also a filmmaker, or were you talking about?
No. I'm, let's say a musician. No,
yeah, gotcha.
I would love to make a living on it.
I realize I'm not trying to shame you guys. If you're like, you just live, breathe, and sleep, music. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
No, of course. It's the reality of being in this business in this day and age. It's like, still got to put food on the table.
Yeah.
But no, I love video games. I like build PCs, and I'm even nerdier. I like Magic the Gathering cards. So,
I'm sorry. Say that again. I couldn't get that.
I collect Magic the Gathering cards, which is like
Pokemon.
Even nerdier. So, yeah, I guess.
I'm
actually huge. I'm a huge nerd. So like I play D&D as well.
That's nice. Yeah, D&D has been a savior during the pandemic, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think the games had like a renaissance because of the lockdown.
Yeah. I think. Well, I mean, everyone's living through parasocial relationships and stuff. So, like, podcast. Yeah, I've started listening to D&D podcasts, but also just like I know a lot of people have been playing over Zoom and stuff like that, trying to stay connected. Online gaming too. Honestly, that's how I've like hung out with my friends a ton. So I'm sure you've been doing stuff like that too. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I guess that's about it, really.
And Matt's a great cook.
Oh, Matt's up a storm up there,
yeah.
I went to a pastry school.
Oh, nice! Wow.
Yeah.
So professional, yeah.
Also, at the beginning of the pandemic, I started collecting hockey cards and baseball cards.
damn, wow, everyone just got into carbs over the pandemic. I didn't realize that. That's crazy. Thanks so much for sitting down and talking to me, guys. Matthew, Ben, Alberto.
Thank you.
Yeah, really
Thanks for
taking some time.
inviting me.
Is there anything else that you guys want to plug? Because I know, Down South is out now on all, on streaming platforms, but anything else you guys want to talk about?
The songs, the video's out.
Just to our listeners who dig what we're doing now, just to keep their eye out, because we've got stuff coming very soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We promise there not to be the same gap as there was before.
Take it easy, guys.
Well, thanks.